Hey everyone, welcome back to Enterprise Android Pro Tips. Today we're going to walk through how to set up a shell script that runs all of your ADB commands to quickly provision an Android device. Before we dive in, a couple of quick prerequisites. You'll need ADB set up on your computer. Your Android device should be connected via USB, and USB debugging should be enabled on the Android device. If you need help with any of that, we've got videos covering all of it. One more thing, I'll be demonstrating this on a Mac, but the same concept applies to Windows using Bash scripts or PowerShell. The ADB commands themselves are identical. Alright, let's get into it. Here's an example of a script I use to provision devices. And a quick heads up, depending on the version of Android you're using, some of these commands may behave slightly differently, so keep that in mind. The first section handles device settings. These are things like disabling screen rotation and bumping the display timeout up to 30 minutes. You can adjust these however you want. There are a whole bunch more settings you can configure. These are just the ones that I like to set. Next up, we have a cleanup section. Here, the script looks for any installed application with the package name containing com.example, which would be our in-house or test apps, and uninstalls them if they're present. This gives us a clean slate before we push anything new onto the device. Next up here, I have an example for uninstalling a specific application. Just change out the package name here. In this next section, I just list a few attributes in the terminal. I'm just calling out Android version and serial number here as an example. But the next part is where we install all of our applications. So this example, I have all of my APKs in a folder called APKs, and this line is just going through that folder and installing each of those files. This down here is doing the same thing but for a different folder in case you want to keep certain APKs separate. In the next section, I give a few examples of setting granular permissions for any of your apps if there are specific permissions that you need to set. And then in the last section, this just goes through a folder on your computer and sends those files in that folder to a destination on the device, in this case, SD card download EMS. And lastly, this is just pushing a specific file from one folder on your computer to a folder on the device. So that's it. Let's go ahead and run that. I have folders set up here. We're just going to change directory to that folder, and then we're going to run the script. I have it here named sideload w.shell, and we'll just run it and see how it goes. So right now it's going through and uninstalling all of the previous apps, and then it is giving me those device identifiers, and then now it's going through and installing all of the applications cleanly on the device. So that's it. If you regularly reprovision Android devices, whether you're a mobile device administrator, an Android developer, or working in QA, setting up a shell script like this is honestly a game changer. It saved me a ton of time, and I'm confident it'll do the same for you. If you found this helpful, drop a like and a subscribe so you don't miss future Enterprise Android Pro Tip videos. And check out our other videos if you want to keep leveling up your Android knowledge. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.